Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fowl Territory. I guess it's 2:37. I am your host, Gizzard Gary, and it is Friday, October the 20th. And as you can see, I have one lone panelist this evening, and that is Two Live Moo. So welcome, Two Live Moo.
On the lone bovine.
The lone bovine from the state of Michigan, even.
Michigan.
Michigan. And I apologize for being late. I am dealing with internet issues here, and I'm currently texting back and forth with my tech support, who is pretty much useless. So they're trying to tell me to do a bunch of unnecessary things or give me all kinds of poor excuses. So
Gary doesn't swear on live, but I heard him swearing a little bit during his tech support issues.
Anyway, sorry about that. I'm having to curse somebody out in a text chat. So, by the way, Mediacom, if you're out there, this bird's for you. All right. So,
give him the bird.
Sorry if anybody out there works for Mediacom. Let's see who we got out there out in the audience today. So we have Pat in a bunker, and he not only... Yeah, I'm sorry. My connection sucks. There ain't a whole lot I can do about it. Pat in a Bunker is a new member. Well, he rejoined, and then he elevated himself up to the level of Super Chicken. So thank you to Pat in a Bunker. Kingpin is out there. Blitz is in the audience. Mike is out there. And if it gets too bad, I'll just have to kill the show. I hope I don't have to do that. Artak and Daughters is out there. Two Live Moo out there and in here. Let's see. Gun Websites is in his anniversary member for 27 months. Thank you very much. Thank you. Pat in a Bunker is out there, he says. I presume he is. Let's see. I've lost track of who I said hi to. I think I said hi to Blitz. Blitz says I blame Snob and maybe Obi a little. Moo says mostly Obi. Rick Harris is out there. Let's see. Mike White, 2A Advocacy, mentioned him earlier. Aussie Orsborn barking at the moon. And I'm a little rattled, so I'm liable to A, skip somebody, or B, mention somebody twice. So bear with me. I'm not myself tonight. Well, or maybe I am. Let's see. A little bit of talk about that. Rick Harris says it's in the 40s here. Feels like back in the good old days when it was always cold on Halloween. It's 68 here.
We got 50 here.
Okay. I got a service appointment. They're going to send a tech out here for the third straight week to tell me it's not in my house. Cool.
You can have tea and scrumpets.
Mike White says in my area, 556-223 has increased by $3 a box in the past week because of Lake City and price gouging. Ouch. Rick Harris says it's getting ridiculous. What was you going to say?
I was going to say only $3. Dang.
What it costs now for ammo and hunting gear and the price of having your deer processed these days, it's about not worth it to hunt anymore. Mm-hmm. Mike says, did you hear Gavin Newscomb crying like a baby because Judge Benitez overturning the California assault weapons ban? I did hear that.
Well.
Rick says in my area it's over $100 to have a deer processed now. Got another panelist. Let's welcome Jason Stewart aboard. Long time OH, my friend.
Oh, IO Gizzard. Yeah, man. Good to see you guys, man. Good to see you, Moo.
Hey, Jason. Good to see you.
So you guys may be carrying the show if I drop out. So just
We'll
saying.
carry it
Yeah,
to
actually,
Thanksgiving.
yeah,
Thanksgiving
actually,
anyway, right?
yeah, we're good till then, right?
Right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I came on. I couldn't stand to see Gizzard stuck with just Moo, man.
I
Hey,
appreciate
man.
that.
Oh,
For those who are curious, Obnoxious One is, shall we say, on a hunting expedition right now. We'll just leave it at that.
little, yeah. Is that environment patrol?
The gun snob has football this evening out of town, so he probably won't be here.
We'll see. We'll see him going live on the dashboard on his way home, probably.
Hillbilly Up, it's his wedding anniversary this evening, so he said he may be in later, but he has things to do right now. Mr. Rich White still didn't quite feel up to coming onto the show, so I wish him to heal up quickly. And yeah, so the panelists are, falling like flies, man.
Did Rich fall down again?
I think he's still falling. I don't know if he ever got up, to tell you the truth.
Oh, he's doing like snow angels in Walmart aisle 4.
Probably. Travis T is out there. Rodney Peters is out there. Duffer 426 is out there. Let's see. Bird is the word, says Artec and Daughters. Let's see. Oh, gosh. And my screen jumped on me. Defense Dad says, you took so long, so I'm not here anymore. Sorry, dude. Wow. Rich B is out there. At least we got one Rich. Garage Guy 879 is out there. Woods is out there. Woods, everybody. Rick here says, how about them Carolina Panthers? What about them? Are they doing good this year? I haven't been following them. That's sports ball, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure about the NFL. I really don't follow the NFL anymore.
Me either. I know what my Chiefs have been doing, and that's about it. Got to be honest with you. Oh, 0-6? Oh. Sorry to hear that, man.
Speaking of football, Moo, I heard Michigan knows everything about everybody.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh.
Well, we got the big Michigan State game tomorrow night, so we'll see who knows what.
Somebody's gonna get charged with voyeurism.
Something.
Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, here. Hold on, I'm going to forward something here. Oops. There he is. Gets the right one. Okay, Bonnie says you're very welcome. Well, thank you, Bonnie. You've been very unhelpful. Defense Dad says, it's okay, it happened, still not here. And then he says, hey, everyone, shh, don't tell Gary I'm actually here.
He sees gun people.
He sees dumb people. But probably both are accurate. So, Jason, what you been up to, man?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I haven't really been on YouTube for a little bit. Just had a lot of things going on, in life and stuff. I'm doing okay. Everything's fine. Just ain't had a lot of free time. When I do get home, I'm tired. But I'm trying to get back. I've been buying up a new computer. I'm gonna build a new computer room here at the house and have a pretty nice setup. So I'll be able to do a lot more streaming and YouTubing with the new setup. And,
Sweet.
But yeah, I've been AOL for a little while, but I'm fine. Everything's all right. A lot of things going on. That's all. Work's been kind of light, but then when it comes back, you're kind of overwhelmed. And I've had cars break down, some car problems, but not complaining. I've made it through. It just hasn't left me with much sitting around time, Ma. But I'm getting there. I'm all right. I'm glad to see you guys, man. I've been missing y'all.
10-4 on
So
that.
there's a couple more people out there in the chat. I've sent out a couple more links, so check your email. You may be on a show. You never know. Do you need further?
If you're not on a show, what are you doing?
That's right. If you're not here, where are you? Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy is out there. Roy Munson is out there. We have 23 people watching this show. Block 9. I haven't seen Block 9 in a while. Hi, Block 9. Wow. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, want to remind everybody, giveaway at the top of the hour. The hashtag is hashtag FT237. So, go ahead and put that in. Hopefully, the giveaway tool will work. Hopefully, I am multicasting in Facebook and Twitch also this evening. Facebook hasn't worked for the past 2 weeks, thanks to Facebook. But I think I got that resolved. I should be on Facebook tonight, finally. If you're out there on Facebook, wave your hand. Something like that. Let me know you're out there. See? There's one right there. Misha's out there on Facebook. All right. Thank you, Misha. I know that's working anyway. Anybody out there in Twitch? If you're out there, let me know. Let's see. Fiend Dog is out there. Long time for Fiend Dog also. Welcome back. All right, 26 people. 1 thumbs up out on the Facebook side, and everything's back to normal all of a sudden. Wow. Good. We have the whole hee-haw gang in here. If we can't load up the panel, at least we'll load up. Oh, there's Travis T out there on Twitch. Hey, I'm working on all 3 platforms. Awesome. That's awesome. What am I missing in a private chat? Who's complaining about? Oh, yeah, I took care of that, Moo. So, we can get everybody out here. Okay. So, I guess I ought to talk about something, huh? Before I get started, let's go ahead and do this now because that's my show. I can do it whenever I want to. I want to remind everybody that Gear Websites is your source for every Second Matters gun channels, gear, ammo ID, and more. Why, they have patches, stickers, and other items. And remember, every Friday is Free Patch Friday. So buy cool stuff at gearwebsites.com. Don't believe me? Well, here's Gun Websites to tell you all about it.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
Yeah, we got that done early. How about that? All right. So, looky here. We have a 4th panelist. Let's welcome Pat in a bunker to the panel.
Well, howdy, y'all. It's been a hot minute since I've been on here, so glad to see y'all again.
Now, remember, Pat is in an undisclosed location, so we can't say exactly where Pat is. Unless he chooses to disclose it. That's completely up to him, of course.
I'll give you a hint. I'm in a bunker. Anyway, thanks for having me on tonight, Gizzard. It's been a hot minute. So yeah, glad to be back on the panel again. So.
Yeah, Pat and I have been talking back and forth today. We actually spoke on the phone. He also sent me a picture of a cat earlier. So yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, he released a video shooting one of my pistols out there on Thunder on the Prairie. So yeah, Pat and I have been in quite a bit of conversation this week. So
You guys been
Yeah,
sharing cat photos today? Is that what you said?
cat photos, yes, cats on combine,
actually, yeah, cats in combines,
in combines,
riding,
Oh,
riding, and
yeah.
liking it.
Your classic working kitty then.
Was this a barn cat or a house cat? You didn't say.
Oh, yeah, that was actually one of the guys' house cats. Was crawling around on the combine, just real curious about what that piece of machinery was. It crawled up into the cab, and he took off, and the cat just sat there right there in the buddy seat and was just happy and content. And so they picked corn all day with a cat in the buddy seat. Really funny.
Wow. How'd that cat get up there? I guess he climbed the ladder up.
Honestly, I don't know. He just said he was inspecting the whole machine. And you know, cats, they can just about get into anything, anywhere, at any time. So he wound up in the cab. So the guy closed the door. The cat settled down in the seat, and the guy had a cornfield right beside his house, and they went to picking corn. And he just sat there and is just watching the corn go into the combine.
I wonder.
Just happy.
I wonder if he wasn't up there because sometimes mice get up in them things.
It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me.
Probably saw one running around. It's like, I'm going to sit here and wait till he comes back out. Because I've also seen him come up in the middle of fields too. Yeah, there's rats and the occasional skunk.
Possums, porcupines, all sorts of things.
Oh yeah, I remember riding up in the combine with my uncle once when he was combining wheat, and I think it's wheat or beans, one or the other. We saw a skunk up ahead of us, and the skunk took off to the side, so my uncle jumped the row and chased after the skunk and caught him. It's like, what'd you do that for? It's like we didn't really want to smell that skunk for the next day.
We hit a deer with a combine.
Oh, did he get him with the? Did he get him with the front tire? The skunk?
Not with the tire.
Okay.
He combined him.
Oh man! Oh.
Yeah.
Why would it mess up your crops there?
This was a grain header on there, not a row header, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, if he was cutting beans or cutting wheat, depending on the same platform, but open air cab, smelling that the whole time. Whoa.
No, it's a closed cab, but still.
Oh, okay.
So Rick Harris says, I thought you was going to say you sent a video of him shooting a cat. No, Pat wouldn't do that.
No, I'm not a huge cat fan, but my wife has cats in the house, and I do have one that likes to lay on my lap and everything. And I do love animals, but not as much as my dogs. I absolutely love my dogs.
I want to say hi to Jacob S. out there. Also, Defense Dad says, I had twitch before the medicine fixed it. Yeah, get the right medicine, it'll fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Rick says, I can't have an outdoor cat here for the coyotes. Yeah.
I don't know.
Block 9 says, my wife lost 2 cats in a month from cancer. Man, that's too bad. I'm sorry. That's not good. So anyway, okay, 22 people still out there. Let's see. I do believe we've got a few topics we could talk to. Do we want good news first or bad news first?
Is there some good news?
Kinda. You want to start with the good stuff first?
No, let's end with the good stuff.
Okay. Okay, so let's see if I can figure out how to do this and see if my internet will cooperate long enough that'll work. So I'm going to share a screen here, and of course an ad's going to come up and block it. There we go. It is, of course, naturally from Bearing Arms. And it says, armed homeowner fights back against home invaders posing as police. Okay. 3 home invaders who announced themselves as local police got more than they bargained for this week, as their intended target shot at them in self-defense as the trio tried to kick in the front door of the armed citizen's home. It was all captured on the homeowner's camera system, including the 3 men scrambling to get off the front porch of the home and then firing back at the resident. Now, I'm not going to play the video because it may be copyrighted. But thankfully, the homeowners weren't injured in the attempted home invasion, and police had high praise for the armed citizen when speaking to local media. You can see that they really did have their home properly secured. It took them a solid 20 seconds to get through that door by kicking it and trying to ram it, said Colby Crossley, who is the PIO for the Auburn Police Department. The homeowners tell us they're glad they had a gun on hand to protect themselves. We asked the police what they recommended. We do encourage you to defend yourself, you know. If you're in a situation where you feel like you're being threatened, in a situation like this that's so terrifying, if you feel that's the right action for you to take, then that's what you need to do to protect your home and the people inside your home, Crossley said. Thank you, Colby Crossley, for not uttering some of the platitudes we hear in situations like this where local law enforcement decry taking matters into your own hands. Waiting for police to arrive could very well have resulted in injury or death to the homeowners here. And I'm glad that Crossley and the Auburn PD are actually encouraging residents to be able to protect themselves and their loved ones. According to KIRO TV in Seattle, Thursday's home invasion is one of at least 4 in South King County over the past week. While police haven't said if any of the home invasions are connected, apparently 3 of the 4 victims were Asian, which raises a question about whether these attacks have been targeted in any way. It's not just the Seattle suburbs that are seeing crimes like this. Homicides are up 20% in Seattle itself, and aggravated assaults are far more frequent than they were just a few years ago. In fact, violent crime is rising in many locations across the state, despite a host of gun control laws that have been put in place in recent years. Imagine that. From bans on large-capacity magazines and assault weapons to a mandatory 10-day waiting period on firearm transfers. If any of the armed citizens' neighbors decide it's time to buy a gun of their own for self-defense, the state makes it impossible for them to do so in a timely fashion. Worried about a home invasion spree in your neighborhood? Better lock your doors and hope for the best, because it'll be a week and a half before you can pick up a pistol for personal protection, even if you've already passed your background check. Who benefits from these gun control laws? Not law-abiding residents who are rightfully concerned that they could be the next victim of these home invaders who have yet to be arrested or even identified by police. No, it's these violent predators who are aided and abetted by Washington's restrictive gun control regime and its barriers to exercising our fundamental right to armed self-defense. Thankfully, in this particular case, the state's anti-gun restrictions didn't get in the way of the homeowner being able to fight back. But that might not be the case for the next individual targeted by a gang of late-night armed intruders. All right. What do you guys think of that one?
Well, when you started telling the story, it kind of dawned on me. I never thought of something that, man, that would actually be maybe a more scary situation when they're banging on the door and they're saying that there's the police. That would make you stop and pause for a minute. Like, you know what I mean? Is it the real police? Is it the fake police? That kind of adds a dilemma that maybe I wouldn't never thought of would occur or something. It just, I don't know.
I better see badges when they come
Yeah.
through that door. That's all I got to say. The very first thing I better see when I open that door is a big badge.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not opening the door. I have surveillance cameras and a Ring camera. You know, I can answer the door through my phone. You know, if you're not looking like something, you ain't getting. I'm not opening the door. I don't open the door for anybody.
No, but they didn't open the door. The guy broke the door down. So.
Well, right. So
Duffer said he had cameras. Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, that gives you time. As they're beating on the door, that gives you time to make sure you got a chamber loaded.
And get aimed. Yeah.
And make sure your O-Light is charged up. And you can go take a leak, get something to eat.
Yeah, because you're not going to need any light. You're not going to need any light because I'll have about 1,000 lumens waiting for you when you get in.
Oh, I just changed all my lights, man. I got 100 watts out around my house. My wife is pissed. She goes, I can't sleep.
Hillbilly Up is out there. Mr. Anniversary himself. Happy anniversary, Hillbilly.
Hey, Hillbilly. That's right. Congratulations. Happy anniversary, buddy.
He never told us how many years. He may not remember, so I don't know. I don't want to get him in trouble, though.
He's been happily married for 20 years, been married for 40.
Yeah, say married for 20 years seems like 25, something like that. Nah.
You've been married for 31 here.
You have? Wow.
Yeah. 31 back in April. It was 31.
Wow. Congrats.
That explains the drinking.
Yeah, it does.
Not entirely, but mostly.
But I do like what they circled back around towards the end about the gun control laws and about how the only people who are being benefited by the gun control laws are the criminals.
Oh, 100%.
How about that? What have we been trying to tell people?
He was a good boy.
Speaking of Hillbilly.
No way.
There
is he
he
coming in?
is. He's here.
Hey, guys.
No way. What are you doing? You're supposed to be partying, man.
Well, I'm still married, so that's a good sign.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm still alive.
That is a good sign.
Oh, happy anniversary, bud.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, how many years?
We've been married for 12 years. We dated for 10 years before we got married. So, I figured she'd put up with me for 10 years. We probably ought to hitch the wagon, Yeah.
Yeah. Good for taxes.
223 DMR is out there. Let's see. Somebody by the name of Craig Scott out there on Facebook. He looks familiar. Yeah. So, yeah, congrats to Block 9 for 36 years.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. And everybody out there that's been married for a good long time, congrats to all of yous.
Heck yeah.
Condolences.
Heck yeah. So I don't know if you caught any of the article that I just read about the armed homeowner fighting back against home invaders who were posing as police.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this happened outside of Seattle in Washington State.
Where did they get the guns at?
Oh,
The
homeowners, they evidently had them a while because it's like they say, if you thought you were being threatened, you'd have to wait a week and a half to get a gun out there. So. Now, Defense Dad says there is one good thing about gun control laws. They make good people decide to buy guns to protect themselves before they can't. Exactly. Now, here's a guy I do know. C4 Defense is out there with the hashtag FT237. How many people do we have? Let's see. 18 people entered in the giveaway. So, yeah, we got all kinds of people out there. That's probably going to be my lone hen out there in the chat for a while, unless, well, I know Gun Snob had an out-of-town trip to a ball game, so I don't know when he'll be coming back. So, football season's about over. So, anyway, I hope that the Chelsea Dragons win their game tonight, whoever they're playing. I don't know. Tim S. is out there. by the way. Alex Parlin also out there. Awesome. So,
I walked into a great side chat and panel here. Man, this is awesome.
Yeah, and I didn't even feed them.
You didn't feed them?
No.
That's why they're hanging around. They're waiting for something to eat. It's like,
there was an empty bag of chips out back, but he was dealing with customer service for the internet, so he didn't have time to cook any appetizers. I was looking for crab cakes, but I was disappointed.
So here's a story from this afternoon. It says, breaking: St. Benitez declares California assault weapons ban unconstitutional. How about that? U.S. District Judge Roger Benitez developed another scathing rebuke to the state of California on Thursday, just weeks after declaring the state's ban on large-capacity magazines unconstitutional. This time around, it was the state's ban on assault weapons that was before the judge in a case known as Miller versus Bonta. Benitez was unsparing in his criticism of the law, which he says bars ordinary Californians from possessing commonly owned arms that are protected by the language of the Second Amendment. And here's what he said. Let's see. Modern semi-automatic rifles like the AR-15 platform rifle are widely owned by law-abiding citizens across the nation. Other than their looks, the state calls them features or accessories. These prohibited rifles are virtually the same as other lawfully possessed rifles. They have the same minimum overall length, they use the same triggers, they have the same barrels, and they can fire the same ammunition from the same magazines at the same rate of fire and at the same velocities as other rifles. No! What is it then that animates the state's criminalization of possessing certain rifles as assault weapons? It is that similar rifles have been used in some mass shootings, and that by virtue of this law, the legislature hoped to keep these modern weapons out of the hands of mass shooters. The California legislature, at a time in the past when the lower courts did not recognize an individual's right to keep firearms, and in a state that has no constitutional analog to the Second Amendment, balanced that interest above and against its law-abiding citizens who wanted these firearms for self-defense. That was then. Today, the Supreme Court has very clearly ended modern interest balancing when it comes to the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment, the court said, is the very product of an interest balancing by the people, and it surely elevates above all other interests the right of law-abiding, responsible citizens to use arms for self-defense. It is this balance, struck by the traditions of the American people, that demands our unqualified deference. The American tradition is rich and deep in protecting a citizen's enduring right to keep and bear common arms like rifles, shotguns, and pistols. However, among the American tradition of firearm ownership, there is nothing like California's prohibition on rifles, shotguns, and handguns based on their looks or attributes. Here, the assault weapon prohibition has no historical pedigree and is extreme. Even today, neither Congress nor most states impose such prohibitions on modern semi-automatic arms. In contrast, laws that punish criminal acts committed with any gun, like the crime of assault with a deadly weapon, remain perfectly constitutional. Those criminal laws are not at issue here. Benitez's 79-page decision is far too long and so full of juicy goodness like this that it would be impossible for me to quote all the highlights, so take the time and read it for yourself when you've got a half hour or so. Even though the Bruin test does not require, and in fact prohibits, interest balancing, Judge Benitez engages in a bit of his own to rebut California's argument that banning commonly owned firearms, because they are sometimes used in high-profile and shocking assaults on groups of innocent people, will have no impact on law-abiding citizens. And that's a long paragraph there. I don't want to read it all. The Second Amendment Foundation's Alan Gottlieb said shortly after Benitez's decision came down, "We've known all along the state ban could not hold up under constitutional scrutiny, and we were encouraged by last year's Supreme Court ruling in the Bruin case, which rejected the notion of interest balancing when it comes to Second Amendment challenges. Judge Benitez came down on the side of the Constitution and history." He did indeed. So what happens next? Benitez granted a 10-day stay on his permanent injunction, so if the past is any prologue, California Attorney General Rob Bonta will appeal the decision to the Ninth Circuit and request a stay. The Ninth Circuit will grant the stay and allow the law to remain in place during the appeal, and then a majority of Ninth Circuit judges will start to play keep away from the Supreme Court with the case. Meanwhile, California Governor Gavin Newsom will bizarrely bloviate about the rights regression in Benitez's decision, even though it's California's right suppression that's the issue. And sooner or later, the Supreme Court will get a hold of this case, though not nearly as quickly as we'd like. The assault weapons case that should get to SCOTUS first is Bianchi versus Brown, which has been pending in the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals for almost a year now. Even if Bianchi gets there first, Judge Benitez's opinion is going to be extensively cited by the plaintiffs challenging Maryland's assault weapons ban, and he's given them plenty of legal ammunition to use before the Supreme Court when the time comes. All right, and we are joined on the panel by Guns and Barbecue.
Good evening.
Welcome, welcome. So,
Hey, Barbecue.
those of you who heard what
Yeah,
I
Billy?
just read, what do you think about the Benitez decision in California?
Oh, I think it's awesome. I watched the breakdown of on a four box. Wasn't Four Boxes Diner. It was oh dang it! It's one of the constitutional guys that I'm subscribed to. The names blanking on me for some reason, but no, he did a really good breakdown on it. You know, the good 10-minute version on it, and yeah, he did a really good job. St. Benitez did. So, all for it. All for it. Sounded really good.
I would encourage anybody out there listening to, take a hour of your life, 2 hours, however long it might take you, read 67 pages or however long it is exactly. I don't remember 100%, but it's a great read. Judge Benitez just did a great job eviscerating all the arguments that the state of California was proposing. Really well written.
C4 Defense says, hello, gentlemen, and Barbecue. Wow.
Evening, officer.
That is 100% warranted. I cannot be counted as a gentleman.
Or a scholar.
I appreciate Sarge's honesty.
Well, there's
How did I
that.
slip by on the gentleman part?
Anybody else want to opine on this before I go on to the next story?
Yeah,
Please.
I'll say something. This,
Yeah, go ahead.
This Judge Benitez is, I see he's starting to become a little bit famous, in this two-way awareness society or whatever. Probably thanks to Guns and Gadgets, right?
Yeah.
He's really brought it to light to, I'd say, probably all of us. This Judge Benitez, as they call him, the saint and all that. I just don't know anything about him. But I just wonder, like he's becoming so famous and being in the news. I wonder if he has any expectations of a higher office besides that judge or whatever. You know what I mean? And then I was just thinking about that before, I started to say anything. On the flip side, he also could probably be the most hated man in California among the ruling class. You know what I mean? So, it's something. At least there's, I don't know. It's kind of strange, but at least there's somebody out there we're rooting for a judge. You know what I mean? We're rooting for a judge. We're our emotions are weighing on his decisions and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of ironic. You probably would have never thought of that before, but that's what we're doing. We're rooting for a judge, and we're applauding his decisions.
Well, if there was a judge, kind of like fantasy football deal, like he'd be on everybody's draft list.
Oh yeah, he's like coach of the year. Yeah.
Let's say, like you mentioned, Jason, he's probably like the most hated person in California, which what's his face, governor of California, I can't think of his name, but they were running a smear campaign trying to discredit him and actually try and get him removed from bench. But at the same time, I don't understand why people in the two-way sphere want to sit there and call him Saint Benitez. It's a judge that's doing his job. Nothing that would qualify him for sainthood other than just saying, hey, this is how it's written. This is the text and history. This is what the Supreme Court rules. I'm doing my job as I should. I don't understand why when we have, because to say that Guns and Gadgets made him famous, that is silly. The reason that he's gotten so much notoriety is because every gun case where something's trying to be rolled back in California is going through him, because the organizations cherry picked to make sure that they would go through his district court, because they know they're going to get a favorable decision. So, Guns and Gadgets, Reno May, Washington Gun Law, Arms Scholar, Four Boxes Diner, you name it, every one of them is, and I mean, that's just to name a few, but every one of them is sitting there talking about these decisions that he's making because he's the one that's making all of them. If it was another judge somewhere else, it's not like any one of these YouTubers went, we're going to make this judge famous. No, it's just he's the one making the decisions, so he's the one that's getting all the notoriety. But I don't know. I just always try and caution people when it comes to sycophantism. A lot of people are singing the praises of Amy Coney Barrett, and now a lot of people are like, "Oh, hey, what's going on here?" Because the last couple things that Amy Coney Barrett's rolled on, she's not been voting the way people would like her to vote. And so again, just the idea of sycophantism, it worries me, because people sit here and prophetize these elected officials and appointed officials because we might get some favorable decisions, but then the second that you don't get a favorable decision, then you're going to demonize them. And just remember, they're a person just like you and me that has a little bit of decision making power, and at the end of the day, just as easy that they interpret a law to go our way, they can interpret a law to go against us.
All right, so real quick, we have a question out there from C4 Defense. He says, question, does banana bread before bed make the beast sleep? Now, I was so perplexed by that question, I made it into a poll, and I've put the poll out there in front of the audience. So let's go through the panel. Let's say you were just speaking Guns and Barbecue. Where do you fall on this question?
I would say yes, but especially if it has nuts.
Especially if it has nuts. Okay, well, that makes sense. Two Live Moo.
Was it Beast or Best?
Beast.
Oh. Technically, if you eat a little something with sugar in it before you go to bed, you do have better sleep. So, they always say that if you're having a problem going to sleep, have a spoonful of peanut butter before you go to bed, and something about the sugar and the insulin gives you a little bit better sleep. So I'm gonna have to agree with that.
Well, it depends on where you put that peanut butter at, though.
Well, my dog's dead.
All right.
Yeah, no
Here we
dogs
go.
in the room when you sleep or nothing. Okay.
Here we go.
Jason, what do you say on this? Are you here? Yeah, you're here.
Respectfully, I'm just going to bow out of comments on this one. I really can't do anything that's family appropriate. I can't just... I've even tried 2 options, and I can't come up with anything that's not appropriate, even for my standards. You're talking bananas, bread loaves. I just can't help it. I can't come up with anything honorable to say that then... Sure, I guess. Go ahead and try it.
That's fair. All right. Let's see. I already talked to Guns and Barbecue. How about Pat?
I'm going to say yes because I've had homemade banana nut
I'm sure you have.
bread, and yep, I was waiting for somebody to chime in as soon as I said that. But anyway,
Sorry, but when you put homemade in there, it just opened that door wide.
yeah. I figured. I knew I was stepping onto a landmine on that one. But anyway, I love it when it's fresh out of the oven, and you can cut you a slice off and put just a little bit of butter on it. Have a couple pieces of that. Man, that about puts that nail in the coffin. I'm done for the night. I'm going to bed.
All right. Fair enough. Hillbilly.
Well, my wife won't let me eat bananas because it always makes me want to monkey around.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe banana and nuts not good together in the same sentence, Pat.
Might not be.
Yeah, I knew I was stepping on a landmine on that one. I knew I was, but anyway, I said what I said.
I want to
Abby.
hear more about mooing the peanut butter.
Abby Finnegan's out there. Pony 47 is also out there. So let's go ahead and end the poll. We have 27 votes, and I think you will see that our audience, 59% of our audience say no, it does not. 40% say yes. So now Sarge is telling us out there, let me get to it. My son made some peanut butter bread. My dog Bo ate most of it later and regretted nothing. He slept like a baby. Now Triggerfish out there. He says, any nut before bed helps the bees sleep, and I'm not touching that at all. Let's see. Rick Harris says, what happens if you eat fruitcake before bed? I don't know. Woods says, I'm a diabetic, and I have totally had a spoonful of peanut butter every night because Moo told me to years ago. Works great. Sarge says, well, it appears 59% of the people are wrong. He has spoken.
But there's only a 50-50 chance of that.
Well, that's true, too. All right, real quick, he says, as if I do anything real quick. Let's get a good news story in before we go on to the next segment. So, if you call it good news, and that's, you be the judge on this one, because the good news this week is from Taurus. And it is the Taurus Judge is now available in the Toro edition, which is the Taurus Optics Ready option. So now you can get your Taurus Judge Optic Ready. How about that? Is that just a thing for home defense, or is it a whole lot of to do about nothing? What say you, panel? Taurus Judge Optic Ready. Moo, what do you think?
Is that the Clint Taurus Optic Ready?
I don't know if it has anything to do with Clint or not, to tell you the truth.
Oh. I mean, I wouldn't buy it.
$600 with a $400 optic sitting on top there.
No.
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 Jason says no. Moon says no. Hillbilly says. What's
I don't know.
Hillbilly
I
say?
mean, doggone it. Like you said, you're looking at, at least $800, with a decent optic, and especially if you're going to have 410 shells in it. I mean, 45 Colt, might be the deal, but I know a lot of people I know that's had, the Judge or whatever. A lot of them have 410 shells in them, and then maybe one or two Colts there at the end or something. But I don't know, man. That's a lot of dough, and it's not even polished.
Well, there's other options. Let's see. You've got the you got the Toro stainless here. If you'd rather have that one,
Yeah, it's another $80.
oh, forget that thing. Yeah, another 60 or so. Yeah, something like that. It's too much, but
I don't know, but I could go about this either way. It's personally not the gun for me. Okay, and I'm an old school guy. There's the thing about red dots on classic guns like a revolver or a 1911 or something that just it doesn't sit right with me. But at the same time, particularly this one in stainless, it depends on who you are and what you need. Now, that could make a great fishing tackle box gun right there. Or if you're in an area with snakes, your fishing box, like, you need if you're even going to take a firearm, you need something rugged and dependable. Well, stainless steel revolver's pretty rugged. If you're going to use 410 shot shells on a snake up close, maybe a red dot might come into play real quick. I think it does have a use, very limited, maybe a very limited scope, but like, if I was in snake country and I was in the woods or whatever, I bet I would take that gun and I wouldn't be ashamed of it at the same time. If I'm using it for a tool. Now, this is not the gun to break out at the barbecue in the range and show people and talk about. But, like, by God, I bet if you ran across something you didn't want to run across, you would probably be pretty goddamn glad you had this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I kind of just knock it as an everyday guy, a buyer, a collector range, no. But for somebody that's really going to go out into the real world, yeah, I can see it. It took a minute, but I can see it. I could see it. Even the black one, like, if it's just in your boat or your tackle box, I mean, it could have a time, because, like, I'm not a snake lover at all. And I don't even want him to, like, slither away. I just feel better about the rest of the day if I know it died. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I'm a lot more comfortable where I'm at if I just know it's dead. So I'll give it to him. Like, if you just want to call it a snake gun or whatever, yeah, it could be a good snake gun. I kind of see it for that. But
Hey, Jason, are you sure you're not a snake lover?
oh, I'm fucking positive.
What?
Sorry,
Yeah.
$5.
But what if it was like a homemade banana nut snake?
I got a shotgun with a flashlight on it. Take care of that.
I agree with you, Jason, on that part. It's just the price that I would have trouble giving for it for that type of use. Now, that kind of price, and if it had a bigger frame and a 6-inch barrel, I would get that kind of money for it probably.
Does it come with the optic for that price?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, either way, I'm in on it. It's a Taurus Judge, and I'm with you on the whole barbecue gun there, Jason. Like, this isn't a gun. Like, do you ever want to show up at the barbecue carrying a Taurus? Like, you're going to get laughed at. That's like saying that you caught a dorkfish. Nobody wants to admit they caught a dorkfish.
Yeah, the price is what it is, I guess. But, like, I'm just saying, because, like, we're talking about, we're fishing, we're at the dock, we're doing something. Sometimes snakes can be a dick and they don't run away. They keep messing with you. And sometimes they got more than one of them. You know what I mean? There's two, like,
It's like a whole
man,
herd.
I've had them come right to the boats many times. Like, that might be all right, man, with a red dot. Now that I think about it, take out 2 or 3 of them, man, getting near the water, getting near the boat. Yeah, I could see it, man. I really could. I mean, the price is what it is, but, like, if I didn't have one, and there's 5, 6 snakes I done watched for 25 yards make their way straight here. I wish I would have one.
You probably don't need a red dot if it's filled with 410 shot.
Okay, 2 or 3 people that came into the chat. I want to say hi to Ron Wayne. Chicago Mike the Shooter is out there. Guns and Water is out there. We've had a lot of talk about snakes, revolvers, and fruitcake, believe it or not. And going back to something, if I can find it. Yeah, Sarge says, I think it's cool. I said what I said. Okay, so fair enough. Abby is advocating for the snakes of the world out there. So,
it probably worked good for squirrel on the front porch too.
Reloading from the hot pot is out there. Evening, everyone. Just stopping by before bed to say hi. Well, hi. C4 says you always need a red dot. They are the way. There you go. All right, so yeah, you're gonna find about as many people who aren't interested in the Taurus as are, I suppose, but we'll see how that turns out. In the meanwhile, I think we've got some stuff coming up here, and there's a little song that somebody wants to sing here, so let's listen to it, shall we?
Oh, who's the chicken that everyone loves? Gizzard Gary, who's 4'2" but stands above. Gizzard Gary, a ton of ex-wives and more to come. Gizzard Gary, who loves to give gifts to everyone. Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Hi, folks. Gizzard Gary here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's that time of the show where we give stuff away. In tonight's giveaway portion of Fowl Territory, we're going to have all sorts of stuff and things to give away, folks. So get those typing fingers ready, and we're going to see what we're giving away. Gizzard, what do we have tonight for this wonderful audience?
Well, I don't know if my camera is going to allow me to do this or not, since my internet is once again acting up on me, even though it was supposedly fixed yesterday and most of the day today, and then all of a sudden took a dive right before the show. Thanks, Mediacom. So anyway, we'll see what happens. If I have to shut the camera off, I'll just have to describe what we have. So don't take yourself off the screen. Make yourself full screen. There you go. All right. So we're going to start with the Gizzard Gary channel sticker. And then the smaller version, the Gizzard Gary Reviews channel sticker. And of course, the Fowl Territory thumbnail sticker. We have from Palmetto State Armory, the Indianapolis 2023 NRAM sticker. And from the folks who gave us the Apollo 11 Live Free Armory. And of course, XS sights. We all know they are the fastest sights in any light. Chicago Mike says switch to Xfinity Mobile. Well, they can't do that out here in the sticks. So you got what you got. A swag pack from Chris from the 740. There's a couple different stickers in there, I think. Maybe a business card. Speaking of reloading from the hot pot, there's one of his stickers. We got all kinds of stuff here. How about a sticker from Palmetto State Armory, the big one, the folks in South Carolina? You've heard of them. How about IWI, Israel Weapon Industries, big sticker. All right, and then you're going to get a small swag pack from my friends at stickermule.com. There's one of their stickers. And then their partner company, Stimulus. And then you have the mule, the sticker mule. And of course, you're going to get the coaster from Sticker Mule, and it says, cheers. All right, so that's it for stickers, but we're not done yet. If I can reach this stuff over here. Speaking of coasters, how about a whole set of coasters from EAA?
Yeah.
EAA, yeah, our good friends at EAA.
Nice.
How about a patch from Primary Arms Optics?
Oh,
isn't that cool?
Sweet.
Yeah,
Is that a banana nut?
might be. Okay, how about this patch from GOA? And it says, let me read it here.
That's pretty sick.
It says a right delayed is a right denied. National Firearms Act. No compromise. Ooh, that's nice.
That's a friggin' sweet patch.
And then you're going to get the Gun Rights Are Women's Rights Empowered 2A, also from Gun Owners of America. And I believe, if I can reach it, I even have a shirt. Now, this is going to fit somebody small, maybe a youth or a lady. It is a small size shirt, but it says Beretta on it. So it says it's a 3XL, but I don't know what kind of 3XL it is because it's not very big.
I do. You know, I'm the Beretta guy. Came from the Beretta website. Those clothes are made in Italy, and they are sized different than U.S. sizes. I have a lot of experience shopping at Beretta for everything, and their clothes sizes do not match ours.
They're like half.
It's very, very small.
Full-grown guy needs like a 7X.
What does EAA stand for? Gizzard Gary C4 wants to know. That is, I believe, European American Armory. Is that correct?
It's like an enigma.
European American Arms, Abby says. Okay. Close. I'll take it. Anyway, I'm also going to throw some other assorted swag in there as well. I just didn't have time, to be quite frank with you, to go through my drawer and dig it out. But I'll throw some more stuff in for the winner. Also, the winner is going to get the $10 Chick-fil-A gift card.
No way.
This is the winner chicken dinner giveaway. Oh, yeah. C4 Defense says you are correct, Gizzard. Well, see, stop clock is right twice a day. That's what they say anyway. So,
not the digital one.
Let's share the screen for the giveaway. And it says there are 28 entries out there. We have 33 people currently on the YouTube chat. I'll give you about another minute or so to enter. Ron Wayne says EAA equals eat apples and asparagus. Okay. I like apples and asparagus, not together.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know about them together.
Yeah, I wouldn't mix them in the same dish. As soon as that hits 30, I'm going to hit the button. You just take the gun.
Yeah, you'd have to throw bacon on that plate.
See if we can get that up to 30. Come on. You can do it. Several people are entering again just to make sure they're entered. And Ron Wayne says they make good targets too. Oh, there's that.
Giveaway.
Okay, well, Two Life Moo, you were the first one in here. You give the command to draw.
All right. Let's see. Give you a
29.
few more seconds to get in there. Yeah, way to go, Dale Pogue. Let's see.
Good job.
A few more seconds. All right, let's spin it.
All right, good luck, everybody. And the winner is Pony 47.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Pony 47. You are the winner chicken dinner. So congratulations to the winner of this week's Fowl Territory prize giveaway. And I don't believe Pony 47 has ever won in this chat. So please send your name and mailing address to me at winner@gizzardgary.com. That is WINNER@gizzardgary.com. There he is. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and send that to me as soon as you can. If I don't receive anything in a few minutes, then I reserve the right to redraw, but we'll wait for that to come in. So congratulations to Pony 47, a first-time winner here on Fowl Territory, and a winner chicken dinner to boot.
I'm kind of disappointed nobody threw a rigged out there, you know.
Oh, I saw
Sarge
rigged out
did.
there.
Oh, was it
Sarge
Rick?
did. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We can always count on him.
I always count on Sarge.
Yeah, that's about normal for here.
If
think
Pony's
he's
out
the-
there,
He's the
Pony's
only
out there, he
rigged
says,
out.
yeah, thank you, Gary.
Yay! All right. G-Web says ponies can't eat chicken, though. If you are the winner, and I'll give you this caveat, if you are the winner and absolutely can't use a Chick-fil-A gift card, I have had people who say, I don't have a Chick-fil-A anywhere near me. Can you give me something else? Yes, I can. So if you'd rather have something else, just let me know in the email, and I can make arrangements to give you what you like, as long as it's something that I can buy a gift card for.
Red Lobster shrimp platter.
You're not going to get a lot for $10 at Red Lobster, but you know,
I think you can get a biscuit there for $10.
it's just about worth it for their biscuits. Oh gosh, those things are good.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, let's stop sharing that screen. Say goodbye to screen sharing. I believe that's a phrase that G-Webs coined a few months ago as a guest on his live streams. Someone named Screen Sharon. So I think you've seen Sharon before. So anyway, that's the end of our giveaway. So congrats to Pony 47. Always good to see a new person win. So that begs the question, as it always does, what should we do next? Should we do anything next? Well, I've got an idea what we can do. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for you to send your GORN to Gizzard or GORN@gizzardgary.com. It's time for Show Us Your Gun.
It's amazing how all those people jump in the panel when he does that.
Gun.
Well, Snobs was looking pretty young there earlier when he was announcing the giveaway.
Yeah, it makes him young
Yeah,
just doing that intro. I tell
Yeah,
you.
makeover, man. It looks good.
Did he say show us your gizzard at first?
I
Showed
don't
your
know why he
gizzards.
said.
I think he started to say show us your gizzard, and then he said Gorn.
C4 says, is Gizzard Gary saying screen sharing? Who is she? Well, that's the person who comes in and shares the screens. It's kind of like Vanna White on Wheel of Fortune, where she touches the screens and they magically turn and stuff like that. Well, screen sharing comes in and takes screens off of your screen and puts them on the live stream. She's pretty cool. I'm just saying. Abigail says Joshua Weissman has a recipe for the better version of the Cheddar Bay biscuits. Who is Joshua Weissman? Unless he has a diner near me that I can go eat these biscuits, That'd be kind of cool, though. I would eat there. All right, so show us your GORN, it says. So please send your GORN to the email address of GORN, GORN, at gizzardgary.com. Please include your channel name in the email so I'll know who sent it. Also, if you post something on Instagram, if you tag the picture with the account at GG Fowl Territory, just like it's spelled on the screen there, then we can look at it there also. Now, Pony wants to know, did you get my email? Yes, I did. Thank you very much, Pony. Pony is now a certified winner of the giveaway. So very cool. So Abby says he's on YouTube. Okay. Joshua Weissman. He's evidently not a gun guy. Okay. Well, that's cool.
I'm glad somebody from YouTube took it away from Twitch.
Well, that's true. That's true. So where is... I actually had GORN come in yesterday from this one guy that we all know. So let's take a look at this GORN. What do you think of that, GORN? Looks like Billy Bob.
Yeah,
he's making a return.
I want that side by side.
Not that one. That I can never give that one up.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Let's say that belonged to my grandfather. It's a Springfield. The only real markings that I can find on it say patent 1915.
Double trigger side by side. Nice.
What this picture reminds me of? The classic, here, hold my beer.
Mm-hmm.
This one's more like, here, hold my gun.
At least it's Labatt's, not a Bud Light or something.
It was actually supposed to be a Bud Light. I grabbed the wrong can.
Oh, you didn't waste that Labatt's, did you?
Oh God, no.
Oh, good.
I drank that months ago. I literally just saved the can and rinsed it out so I could use it as a prop.
Is that Billy Ray Cyrus? Rick Harris wants to know.
It's Virus.
Billy Ray Virus.
Oh, that's only after he got an STD.
Billy Bob Virus.
Well, it's good to see Billy Bob back, that's for sure. All right. Boney says, good deal, Gizzard Gary. All right. So I think he said, so far that's all the GORN that's been sent to my email.
Oh my God, really?
Yes.
Those slackers.
I know, right?
That's never happened before. What? No GORN?
Well, they probably figured since the show was so late, I wasn't going to get around to GORN, but I'm not going to deny people their GORN. Their constitutional right to keep and bear arms on their screen,
Exactly.
I mean, this is America after all.
I mean, that last photo had 3 guns in it.
Right there's right. I don't care who you are. I'm going to go real quick while we're waiting on more stuff to come in. I'm going to go to the Instagrams here. I'm going to try to anyway. Okay, we're going to start. Not there. Here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share screen. We're going to look at Instagram. Somebody just dropped out.
I think it was Billy Bob.
Billy Bob? He'll be back.
Billy Bob Virus.
All right. So we're looking 4 days ago at something from yours truly. the new Civivi Elementum polished transparent yellow Ultem handle was released this past week. And Wee Knife was good enough to send me one for review. And I can tell you that it looks pretty cool with those see-through scales. Semi-transparent, and they've got a pattern on them, so they're not real slick. It's a lightweight material and super grippy. I've been told that's an industry term. So yeah, cool little knife. I'm gonna be carrying it for a while. I'll let you know what I think of it. But if you like the Elementum, I think you'll love this one.
That looks pretty cool. I'm not big on that particular color, but the rest of it, I think that's pretty cool.
Okay, and then we have this from Obnoxious One. And this is the Hyperfire drop-in PCC trigger at TriggerCon. Sexy trigger, he says. This is a sexy looking gun. See if he shoots it. Yep. Pow, pew, pew, pew.
You know, I bet that guy's easy to shop for on the holidays.
Oh, I imagine. All right, he's not wrong. Okay. Now, from Obnoxious One, 2 days ago, this will be my eventual setup for my AGM thermal, but right now I'm dealing with a pretty serious predator problem, and my 30 cal cans are still in jail, so it's on my Scorpion right now with my Dead Arrow Dessa. Yes, he is dealing with a pretty serious predator problem, thus the hunting he's doing.
Coyotes?
Well, don't know exactly what it is, but something's been getting into his stuff in his backyard, and he's going to put an end to it. Let's just say that. Back out on...
There's a lot going on here right now, man. This is the change in the fall. Coyotes are out more, raccoons are out, possums are out.
He's thinking
my friends
foxes,
have lost,
maybe.
Yeah, my friends have lost a few extra birds lately. Hell, believe it or not, the other day I saw a hawk come down and take a squirrel.
Yeah.
So
that squirrel was frozen, didn't move. That hawk come up, and they stared it out for a little bit, and that hawk just straight went and got it.
So back out on predator watch with the 2-stamper. Nice. And then, let's see, 11 hours ago, Terran Tactical Combat Master in bronze. That's pretty good.
Really a Glock, though? Just a fixed up Glock, or what is that?
I don't know if that's based on the Glock action or not. I'd guess it is, but without Obnoxious One being here, I can't definitively say.
The Birdie 92, Jason.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it is.
My glasses ain't that bad, man. Come on, now.
So I do believe while we were waiting that we did have some emails come through. So let's take a look here. Okay, and this person did not put their screen name. I don't know if I remember who this is. I'm going to go ahead and show the gun, though. And then maybe they can self-identify out there in the chat. Now, Jason would like that.
The Indiana Jones gun.
What does it say on the side there? Yeah, News Service 4440. Okay.
Nice. Little pony gun.
That is from Guns and Water. Yep, that's a pony gun.
What's on that grip there, Gary, towards the upper side there? I thought it might say something. I couldn't tell.
It's just a pattern, but you do see the Colt logo right there. So.
That's all the hash marks for all the dead people.
Uh-huh. Oh, it says
Scorecard.
cold. It says cold in
Oh, it
there.
does, don't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, there
I
you
just now see that.
That's sweet.
That's super cool.
Nice.
And so you got the pony there.
Yeah,
Dang,
that's nice.
I love that. I love that.
That's nice. All right. Let's see
Good
if we
looking
got-
revolver.
Got anything else cool out there? Oh, we do. We got something here from Hillbilly. You know it's going to be cool if it's from Hillbilly. And he says Remington 12 gauge with extended magazine. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Fucking magazine got hard on right there.
That magazine 6 inches past the end of the barrel. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's the Viagra model.
Yeah, that's we're not allowed to hunt with that many shells around here. But,
Yeah, we aren't either, but yeah, 11 rounds plus 1 in the chamber.
11 plus 1. Wow.
Now that dude,
No.
you'd have to put a duck plug in it that was like a 12-inch long rod.
Like a baseball
you'd have to go to
battle.
Home Depot and get a dowel rod.
Like a broomstick.
Right? That's easy. 2.5 feet of dowel down that magazine right there.
Well, the silly
Holy
thing
crap.
holds half a box of shells.
Well,
Yeah, never
Okay.
thought of that. There's been times you have to go to a couple different stores just to load that gun.
Mm-hmm.
well, I thought, man, this is gonna be great for trap shooting. You know, not having to reload as much.
And
And
it's heavy.
I honestly, it's way heavier than I thought it would be with that thing loaded. I mean, it really is.
I bet it is.
That's
On the
a
positive side, it's not going to recoil too much because it probably weighs 8 pounds
Yeah.
at least.
That's the hillbilly version of the KSG Keltec.
I guess so.
You know, you know what
That's
that
way
gun
better.
really needs? That gun needs like another 10, 12-inch long bayonet coming off of that tube in the front.
I may have to get one to put on there.
Get you a Mosin Nagant bayonet poker. Put that on the end of that.
Well, I
Like a
am in
20
a
acre.
rule bending mood tonight, so I'm going to allow this. This is from 223 DMR. Says, I don't have any new gun picks, but I hope this is okay. So it says, don't be a sitting duck. Learn to shoot. I'll allow that.
I'd like
like
to have a
that.
sticker or something like that. That's nice.
That's my new
I'll
tattoo.
remember that.
Now, C4 says earlier that gun was based on a Glock 34. Okay.
You don't have a rubber ducky tattoo already?
Not that you can see.
Well, must be a small one then.
Yeah.
What is
Where
it?
the- especially-
What does it
especially
say?
where the-
Itty bitty ducky.
What does it say? Kiss my quack.
the beak needs to be touched up.
I think medically they call that micro duck.
Something like that. Now, speaking of micro, this is from Hillbilly,
I was in the pool.
and he says, I short shucked a 357 mag in my Rossi.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Would that be considered a compressed load?
Yeah. I'm glad
Little
it didn't
bit.
go ahead and load, man. That would have been bad.
Looks like when I got out of the shower.
Ooh.
That's what happens when you get them wet and cold.
It looked like-
Wow.
Now I need to dispose of this some way so somebody don't accidentally stick it in their,
Stick it in there.
and there what?
extra plus fee.
Hillbilly, what are you up to over there on that side of the channel?
Now,
I didn't know you were
Abigail-
Jewish.
Abigail says extra power. It's plus P plus 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 Probably. C4 says just drill a hole in the center and extract.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something. I mean,
I
see,
give
if
it
you
to
go in the trash, some poor sucker at the landfill, like, oh, looky here, I found the shell.
Give it to
Next
Kentucky
time-
Ballistic.
Next time, try a little more crimp, or don't jam it in there.
Guns and Water says looks like a Nagant pistol round.
Yeah, it kind of does now. I didn't know 357 came out with that.
Oh, for the reloaders out there, can I just cut down the brass?
So what is that? Is that a 357?
Yeah.
Oh, that is. See, if it
Yeah,
was a
and it's a
38,
fact-
you'd been all right. You could just, but no.
Yeah, it's a factory load too. I mean, it's not a, one that I loaded or anything. Well, if I loaded it, then I could, say, yeah, I, but yeah, it's a factory load. It's a federal, actually.
I just keep that on the shelf for a knick-knack, man.
Okay, this is from Ron Wayne. And he says, a Ron
Nice.
Wayne Heritage Rancher. Look at there. He's got the GORN right there with it.
That is GORN.
That's GORN with GORN and a Batmobile.
Heck yeah.
Check
That's
this
great.
out, man.
That is great.
I love it. The Ron Wayne Heritage Rancher. Nice.
Yeah, now I'd like to have one of those and just cut the stock off some and just put it in the holster down the side of your leg.
Oh, mare's leg kind of thing.
What was that? Wanted Dead or Alive or something? Or
Yep, with
No,
Steve
but-
McQueen.
yeah, Steve McQueen.
Yep. So is the Gorn saying this has all gone bat crazy?
He's got more. Here's another one from Ron. Okay. And this says Ron Wayne Taurus TH45. Now, this is brand new. He just did a video on this.
Yeah.
TH45. Look at that bad boy.
Well, the Gorn's even posing for that.
Oh, yeah. He wants to shoot that. Yeah, I saw him take some shots with it today. Looks good.
Mhm. That's a sweet gun.
I wanted to see that TH45, so
I like
I'm glad he had some videos on that. I've been thinking about getting.
Nice.
Let's see. Did I hear another ding? Let's see. Could we have another? We have another. Wow, they're coming fast. Ron Wayne is busy. Let me tell you. Are you ready for this? Rock Island, 1911.
Oh, man.
I like that grip. Yeah.
That's just American.
That is just plain enough to be exactly the kind of thing I'd like to have. I like
The
that.
thing just screams America, baby.
God bless the little
that-
Filipinos.
Yeah. Well.
Except it
Agreed.
wasn't made in America.
Those checkered hand grips. I don't know what it is about those, but man, a nice checkering job on wood. That is just beautiful. Haha.
Moose says he likes a nice chicken job on wood too. Let's go along with his peanut butter.
As long as I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to shut up.
That's probably the wisest course of action I've heard so far. Yeah. All right. Well, we don't have any more GORN right now, folks. So,
Oh, you didn't get mine that I sent in? Oh, maybe I
no.
misplaced it.
No, I did not.
Huh. I'll be dang.
Don't think so. Did you send it just now or?
Oh, I probably sent it like 5-6 minutes ago.
Uh-uh.
Make sure you spell
Okay.
GORN right. It goes to the wrong place.
G-O, yeah, not porn. It has to be corn.
Let me check here real quick. And I finally got done with that AR-47 build. Well, it said it sent.
Sarge says he sent something.
Well, I didn't get it. We'll
Yeah,
wait.
through Gmail.
That or my mail's acting up. One or the other. Let me check on my phone and see if they're coming in on my phone.
This is a fine way to know if Gizzard got you blocked.
Right.
When you know.
How you block an email?
Yeah. He might just be tired of me by now and just wanting to get rid of me.
Okay, I see Pat's now on my phone, so let's see if I see it here. I do. Okay. So come on and download for me. Come on.
Sorry if I didn't send it to the exact same spot, but that was I sent it straight to your email. So.
Okay. So it says AR-47.
Yeah, that is. I'll give you a brief rundown. The Monstrum Tactical 3-power prism scope that I won on one at. Actually, my daughter did one at Thunder on the Prairie, and the upper is chambered in 7.62 by 39 with the and that's the side charger. All of that is from Palmetto. Bear Creek. Sorry, Bear Creek. Bear Creek upper, Palmetto lower with Magpul furniture on it with a SSA 30 round magazine on it, and we got that broke in probably 3 months ago once I got it all put together. And yeah, it's accurate. I mean, it's been a really good shooter so far. I've put hollow points and just regular ball ammo through it, and it's been a really good shooter so far. I don't have anything to complain about it. But yeah, with the forward grip, I can't remember the exact name of the gun, but it was in World War II. On the Russia side, it was their first submachine gun. It fired the Tokarev round, but that's kind of the look I was going after. I don't know if any of you guys know which gun I'm talking about, but it had that wood foregrip clear out front. I wish I could remember the name of that gun now. I had it earlier in my mind, but this is what I was trying to model it after, but kind of an updated, more modern looking version of it. You guys know which that Tokarev round from the Russians that I'm talking about. It's that, gosh dang it, I wish I could remember which it was. But anyway, I was trying to mimic a Russian gun from World War II to kind of give it that more modern, updated look, but with the foregrip and the longer barrel and everything. So, but yeah, shoots great. I love it. I don't have no complaints.
All right, we got one more that just came in. I'm still waiting on Sarge's, so I'm not seeing it yet. We have this from 2 Live Moo. Says this is a Bull Armory Commander 45 ACP.
That's nice, buddy. Real nice.
Damn, Moo, there's still hope for you, son. I'm all cheered up. Proud of you.
Barbecue made me buy that.
That's nice and all right.
Cocked and locked.
We've seen this photo before. What are you trying to do here, Moo?
Not the exact one. I just took it. Nice VZ grips on there, though.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love the grips on those things.
Did Do they got the well, it's got a nice back strap on it, but some of them grips you get a matching back strap to match the grip.
No, if I remember correctly, it's black.
Like the texture pattern, like you can get the golf ball and the alien and stuff like that.
Oh,
So let's go ahead, since we're getting close to the top of the hour, and don't forget that G-Webs is going live with the weekly 2A wrap-up at 11 o'clock Central. It'd be 12 o'clock Eastern. So let's go ahead and go into the What Did You Learn segment. In this question, I ask my panelists, what did you learn? And then I give them a chance to plug whatever they want to plug. And I've been given a heads up that one of our panelists needs to go here soon. So, Pat in a Bunker, what did you learn this evening?
Well, I learned tonight peanut butter and or banana nut bread can get you into a situation that everybody can laugh at. So that's what I learned tonight. But anyway, I just wanted to say great to be back on again, Gizzard. Like I said, we talked earlier and didn't know exactly what went wrong on the membership and everything. But anyway, got it all straightened out and we're back again. So thanks for having me on. Great panel tonight. Had fun. So, and that's what it's about. So anyway, y'all stay safe, carry a weapon, and daylight's coming soon enough that I need to get I need to get to bed. So good night, y'all.
All righty. Good night. Thanks for being here, Pat. While we're going through here, I'm taking a look at some stuff that Sarge sent via the text. Here's a look at the Apollo 11, by the way.
That's pretty cool.
That's sweet. I like that.
You've heard all the hubbub about it. There's what one looks like in the wild. So,
Oh man,
very nice looking pistol. The
Man,
Eagle
I'm gonna have
has
to
landed.
I'm gonna have to file bankruptcy, and I'm gonna have to like blame you people for it.
As long as they don't take your guns when you file bankruptcy.
All right, so let's go
No,
ahead.
but my boat and my truck might not stick around that long.
I sold my boat.
Let's go ahead and go with 2 Life Moo. What did you learn this evening?
Oh, hey, Gary. I learned that I need a 12 gauge with 11 shot capacity.
I know, all right.
There you go, Billy. Oh, yeah. Those are full shells, too. Those aren't those little baby shells.
Nah, they're full. They're grown-up shells.
And what do you have coming up?
Nothing. As far as YouTube, nothing. Kids are coming home next weekend. That's going to be a blast. Going to do a lot of barbecuing, a lot of eating, a lot of drinking, a lot of playing pool, maybe a little bit of hot tub. But
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Good to see Good to see you guys.
You bet. Always good to have you. And looking at another one of Sarge's pictures here. Not real sure what this is, but it's very interesting.
It's
Han
Han
shot
Solo.
first.
Yeah,
That's
Han
pretty
Solo.
cool.
He shot first, and that seems like to be a bad thing, but no, you got to get the first shot off, man.
Yeah, you better. All right. Well, thank you, Moo. Jason, what did you learn this evening?
Oh, same thing we all learned. Nanner bread makes you go nappy nap, helps you sleep. And
Banana bread before bed. Yes, sir.
Yeah, didn't know that. Glad I know. I'll probably never experience because I don't eat nanner bread. But good to know. I'll pass it on to someone. But good to hang out with you guys. Good to look at some good GORN. Talk about some few things. Had a good time. Went by pretty fast. Congrats to Pony for the nice sticker and swag patches. So yeah, it was a good little Friday, man. Hope everybody has a real good weekend. And Looking forward to Halloween and trick or treat.
All right. Well, thanks for being here. We're looking at GSL suppressor sitting on top of, looks like Nakatomi Plaza. That's pretty cool. Stand there.
That is cool.
Don't you wish you had that?
That suppressor.
That's pretty cool. I like it. All right. Who's next? Guns and Barbecue. What did you learn this evening?
I learned that, well, I already knew this part, that Italian clothing is sized much different than U.S. clothing. And, but what I did learn is that Jason likes to for this reason, because there's contraceptives there.
Alrighty.
Yep.
I didn't quite hear all that. It broke up on me.
Oh, crap. It's not going to be nearly as funny now.
There's something about contraceptives, but
I said that Jason gets his contraceptives from the Beretta website because, you know, the sizes say that they're big, but, you know, still small still.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
No, it's the other way around, Barbecue. Like you order an extra large from them thinking it'll fit and you get a little tiny.
Yeah, that's the whole problem.
So it looks like we have a Keltec Sub 2000 here. Pretty cool. Let's see. You got anything coming up, Guns and Barbecue?
Nothing good. I think we got book club coming up on Tuesday, and just, you know, counting down the episodes to 300. So other than that, thanks for the invite as always, Gizzard.
You bet. Thanks for being here. Let's look at a cannon. Little mini cannon with an O light. Look at that. And a red dot on the top.
And a red dot.
Ain't that cool?
Those got to be run flat tires too.
Let's see.
And they got, looks like they got chrome or polished rims.
Yeah.
I say brand new nuts on the axle nuts.
It got jammed nut. Got it jammed nut. That way
Yeah.
it won't. No chance of it backing off. Imagine if the other end of that is on a trailer hitch and you're driving down the road and somebody's towing a cannon straight at you.
Well, Sarge says Gideon Optics are cannon rated. All right. Hillbilly, what did you learn this evening?
Well, first of all, I'd mount that cannon on the roof of my truck.
Yeah.
But also, I learned that when you get married, your wife expects you to remember that date every year for the rest of your life. So, I did learn that today.
And you're still married.
Yep, I am. Oh,
What do
man,
you have coming up? You got a show, right?
Yeah. We got Guns, Beer, and Therapy tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. And if you guys get a chance, swing by and say howdy. We try to have a good time in there. We got plenty of videos coming out each and every day. And I appreciate you having me on tonight, Gary. It's been an awesome panel and side chat. Thank you very much, buddy.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for being here. Let's look at the last of these pictures from Sarge and see. This one is a sticker that says "Drunk Chicks Dig Me." Very cool. Let's see. Let me see if there's any more in there.
That's when they chew their arm off the next morning.
Oh, that's not even part of that. Oh, he says that drunk chick pic is you at the casino. Okay, so that was intended to me. Okay, cool. That's Gizzard at the casino. Fair enough.
The other sticker said,
Hey,
"Make mullets great again."
One last
hot chicks. Who cares?
One last Gorn. This is from Ron Wayne. And he says this is Mrs. Wayne's purse pew.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
PSA. Nice.
What trigger is that?
There's another picture of it, by the way. I'll show it also here. So you can see the udder side. Since your name is 2 Live Moo, you can see the udder side.
The udder.
I don't know what trigger that is, but it's a cool trigger.
Yeah. And one thing you learn is you keep your hands off your wife's purse pew. They get mad.
Probably ought to, yeah. All right. Well, we are
clean all the time.
So we are
That's
already in.
Go ahead, Gary. Sorry.
We are already into G-Web's time, so let's go ahead and drive this thing off the cliff and get out of here. So I would like to thank everybody for the abbreviated show because of my internet, but at least we got it in anyway. So thanks everybody for bearing with me. Thanks for everybody for watching out there on the YouTube side. This time also Facebook and Twitch. Thanks to everybody for watching this evening, and for those listening later on the audio podcast, thank you for joining us also. Thanks to everybody who contributed with text and GORN for helping the program to be interesting. And of course, thanks to my panelists for making this an interesting show. And as always, thanks to all of my channel members for their support of the channel. So we will have Fowl Territory again next Friday. Will be Fowl Territory 238 with Aegis Gun Care. So make sure and join us then. Have a safe and pleasant weekend. And remember that if anyone tries to infringe on your right to keep and bear arms, give them the bird. This is Gizzard Gary. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Play ball.